Howdy. New episode. Thanks for sticking with me through the other ones. I know they were dull, I know. But sanding is a necessary evil in the whole restoration process. I know. Like, you got to watch it once. I had to watch it like 10 times when I was editing it. And it is all about me. So, woe is me, innit? But it's going to start getting better. Fingers crossed. Still going to be me being a dickhead, but hopefully it'll be more interesting. Today we're going to design and make a scratch plate, which then means we can start looking at the pedal to go in it, we can look at fixing the truss rod, we can look at putting some colour on it. I'm probably not going to film that bit because it's going to be a very jerry-rigged spray setup, because I kind of hoped, you don't really need to know, but I kind of hoped I was going to have a spray room somewhere else. Didn't happen. Need to work that one out for the future. So we're going to do that, but then we can look at fretting it, wiring it, and actually getting it to be in a guitar. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Right. I'm going to change this round, pull it in a bit closer so you can see what I'm doing. Otherwise, you're quite far away and you've got no idea. It's just me chatting shit, innit? So let's do that, and we'll get back to it. Right, hopefully close-up cam's working enough that you can see what we're doing. What I've done already, that was the original scratch plate, which is quite cool because it's got all these all the doodads printed on it. But I don't want it to go all the way up here, because we're going to try and make it look a bit sleeker and stuff. Plus it's broken, so we're going to get rid of that. What I've done is traced round most of it, and it's kind of handy that it has 5 holes in it, so everything's already worked out for me, which is nice, because I'm going to have the 3 controls for the rat pedal and then tone and volume. Well, this will be I haven't decided which one, but there'll be a push-pull on it somewhere, and there's going to be like a little micro toggle somewhere to turn the pedal on. So yes, right. There's probably going to be a lot of in this while I'm thinking about it as I'm doing it. But I'm thinking. What we got? 22, 15. So one. Let's pull it a bit further to there. I think that fits. That fits better in the doodad. But let's just crease this and cut this out. Thanks to everyone that sent a music recommendation. Very much obliged. I checked them all out. The what are they called? Demonic Death Judge. I preferred their last album to the new one. Seaweed or something like that. I preferred the vocal style on it. And what was the other one I got sent? A band called Leisure. They were pretty cool. Kind of like a lo-fi sort of thing going on, but I quite enjoyed listening to that yesterday. Just sort of nice chilled out music for the workshop as opposed to screamy shouties. So if anyone's got any other recommendations, leave them in the comments down below. That's what YouTubers say, in it. Still makes me feel dirty on the inside. Right. Blue pencil, we can see what we're doing. the line for that guard doesn't follow the body line, which kind of bothers me a little bit. So let's get it to follow. There we go. That follows that nicely now, doesn't it? Kind of already did. Let's be professional.
I know that I am not who I once was. I have become my own person. Things excite me, things entice me. Mountain me, yet look at me now. Look at me now and see how much I've changed, how much I've grown. Look at me now, look at me now and see that I am not the same. I am not the same. I was not myself as you are so blind. I felt like I was lost. I felt like I had no control. So many years, precious memories, you're lost and ruined because of you. Look at me now, look at me now, look at me now and see how much I've changed, how much I've grown. Look at me now, look at me now, look at me now.
Now, I'll probably put that in fast forward because it was really dull to watch and me just going, What I want to do is a little nod to the old one. So I'm keeping that kind of whoop down the bottom and then coming up here. But at the moment, it kind of looks like an aubergine or a massive dick. And once I've seen it, I'm not going to be able to unsee it. So I think we're going to need to just change the ends ever so slightly. I don't know whether to just bring them in like that and make them a bit more shapy. I think there's going to be a little bit more faffing around design wise, because although I like this one, it's a massive dick. So back to the drawing board.
I've got so fucking far.
there you go. I think I quite like that. We've got kind of this nice swoop there, which sort of mimics like that sort of peak there sort of thing. We're just going to pull this down there and copy it down both ends. I think makes it look quite nice and sleek. Do I want to pull it? Do I want to do that? Ooh. I think we'll pull this in a little bit more. Just to there, I think, so it comes to a bit more of a point. So it's kind of mimicking the one that was there, just pulled down, made a bit sleeker. I don't know if I want to put a little curve in it there. Don't know about that bit yet. We'll have to have a think about it. Probably not. Probably just leave it like that. I think that'll be alright. Right. From that, we're going to stick that to a piece of MDF. Take it in the other room. Cut that out quickly. Stick it onto there. And yeah. Sort everything out. You could just take this, stick it on that, cut it out, bits and pieces, but I want to put a 45 bevel on it, and I've got a router, so I might as well use a router table to put the bevel on it as opposed to cutting it in by hand. So let's go and tie the room and we'll do that. Right, so we've got it cut out, we've got scratch plate cut out as well, roughly cut out. We're just going to route around it, make it nice and crisp. I've changed my train of thought ever so slightly, and I'm going to go with a slight round over on the edges rather than the 45, just because the screw holes have got to be quite close to the edge, and with a 45 you need more room than what we've got there. So slight little round over should be okay when you're countersinking and all that sort of stuff. And if I use teeny tiny screws, should be okay, he says. We should. When you're making your scratch plate, make sure, unless you're clever and you've got a CNC, I'm not, so we're doing it the old fashioned way. Stick. Basically, you want to be working on the back side of everything. So you're looking at the back side of the template on the back side of the scratch plate material. And you can route that out And when you flip it over and do your round overs on the top, peel the first layer off, jobs are good. But let's route this out and we'll get on with the rest of it.
I'm sorry that it feels like I don't know your pain. I know what it's like to feel. What it's like to feel that there is no way out. You do not have to fight this battle alone. You don't ever be left alone. I know what it's like to feel trapped in your own mind.
Right, swapped out for the little round over bit. I've drilled my holes, drilled where the screw holes are going as well. Put a little bit of a bevel, that's the word I'm looking for, on the screw holes. We're just going to try and creep up on that and see what's occurring.
Now the tables have turned and I want you to know. I want you to know that I will not give up on you. I've been there myself and I struggle through. I just wish I could tell you that I am not because of you. You gave me strength, gave me strength, a reason to carry on. Gave me a reason. You gave me hope, gave me
That's right, that. Some tiny little black screws in there, and I think that's going to be, that'll be great. There's still another layer of film on it, so we haven't got to worry too much. I think that's quite nice. That. Let's go and stick it on the guitar. Right then. Off camera, I just put a couple of little holes in it on the template, so I knew where to drill some holes. The only one that's a little close, and it's just the way it's ended up working out, is this one here. I might end up having to just put in just glue a little nubbin into it, just to allow that to give it something to bite into. But there we go. Stay. I think it looks alright, eh? Where's the... No. Put that on there. Gonna use the original doodad of that. Out there. Got some cool staple mini humbuckers coming. I reckon that's gonna look pretty sick. Yeah, I'm thinking in my mind brain, the pickups are going to be tapped, so you can have a slightly lower output and then like a boost or a hotter pickup. So push pull on the volume for those, push pull on the tone to turn the pickup on, turn the pedal on. That's what I'm thinking there. yeah, I reckon that'll work quite nicely. That follows that line nice. That copies that line. Little nods to the old design on it. I like it. Right, I think that's it.